Fellow Horror Night fans and Universal fans alike, I'm the Crazy Englishman, and welcome to Speculation video number 2, which will be involving both the new code name from John Murdy, as well as you guessed it, speculation, and kind of hopes for the events this year. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, the code name is Wisconsin. Now, speculation is running wild what this could mean, ranging from Amityville Horror to The Conjuring. However, both me and HHM Fanboy actually came to the same conclusion. Actually, we came to the same site. I got lazy. I googled in horror movies that take place in Wisconsin, and I was actually surprised. We both found that the Dawn of the Dead remake back in 2004, the Zack Snyder film, was actually the setting was actually in Wisconsin. Now, this is a Universal property. It's also been requested back in the day by few people. Now, I'm not saying that this will be at the event, far from it, but it was interesting to come across that and find out that the film actually took place in the state of Wisconsin. So again, there's still speculation on what this could mean. Knowing John Murdy, his codenames are very complex, very complicated, so it could be something very simple, something very out there, but it's going to be exciting to find out what Wisconsin actually means. So let's jump over Walking Dead, because that I have speculated that in my past video. I think we all at this point know that The Walking Dead will probably come back this year. It's not too big of a surprise, but let's talk on something that possibly might be, especially in the Hollywood one, that might be there, is Rob Zombie's 31. And I say this because John Murdy and Rob Zombie have a good working relationship, and they worked really well on the House of a Thousand Corpses maze, which was really fun both times. I'm not a big fan of Rob Zombie's movies, but definitely enjoyed the mazes. So this new movie, 31, it's a game show with killer clowns chasing after these hapless victims. As much as I hate to admit, it does lend itself to kind of maze environments. Now, whether that will be here, who knows? It could not be. I mean, there's the chance that John would like to work with Rob Zombie again. So let's talk about the big one. This is the biggest one that everyone's speculating, The Conjuring. Now, definitely was a surprise hit when it came out. James Wan is a fantastic director. He's one of my favorite directors. The Conjuring was one of my favorite films that came out that year, and it lends itself, the environments lend itself to a maze. Now, there's a new film coming out, I believe in July, which is going to take place on the Enfield case that involved spirit possession and demonic spirits. So again, they could do the Insidious route where they explore kind of both movies in one maze, like they did back in 2013 for Insidious. They did Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. So who knows? I mean, The Conjuring definitely has the firepower to be a really cool maze, and it definitely lends itself to being. The environments are great. Some of the when you do see the spirits, are really cool. Has some fun with some practical effects inside the maze. The Insidious maze, especially from the Hollywood one, definitely lends itself to being toyed with and having some fun with some of the illusions that they could create with this. So I don't think it's that out there to say that Orlando will probably be getting more original mazes. They teased the return of the Usher and other icons, so we could be seeing something involving them in regards to maze environments, which will be fantastic because we haven't really seen an icon-specific maze since Monsters of Mayhem last year. So to see kind of a icon-specific maze, more of those would be really cool. More original ideas would be really cool for mazes. Orlando's great for this, and it lends itself to being some of the coolest designs that the event has seen. I mean, Shady Brook, that franchise, the Legendary Truth series. I mean, there's so many great stuff that they can do with this. I've already speculated on Krampus. Again, definitely one of the most popular movies in December, obviously barring the obvious. Definitely made quite a bit of money in the theater. Surprise hit as well from the director of Trick or Treat. And the creatures are practical, so they work for a maze environment because a lot of them can be utilized with human actors. The environments are very urban. They can be replicated with ease. So let's talk about one that actually has a presence at the oh crap at the event. It's been there, but there might be a possible new incarnation, which is Ash versus the Evil Dead. Definitely one of the most popular TV shows out there at the moment in terms of the horror genre, and I would love to see it come into that variation. Definitely would work as a comedy maze mixed with horror, gore. I think it would be a lot of fun to see at the event this year. Having both environments like the diner, and then obviously the iconic cabin, and then the basement, the fruit cellar. So that one I could see coming there. I mean, John and Mike are well aware of it. They've worked on Evil Dead mazes. Definitely the Evil Dead maze was one of my favorites back in 2013 next to Insidious. So I would love to see a return of the Evil Dead franchise in that variation. So those are just some ideas, just throwing them out there. The speculation is still raw. I mean, we're just coming out of January, so there's a lot to speculate on what might be there this year. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed this kind of variation of me playing a horror-based game while doing a speculation video, let me know, because I'm curious. I'm testing different waters. So let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video, feel free to like and subscribe. And until the next time, this is the Crazy Englishman, signing off.